Hello, my name is Dr. Joe Buckley, and I am the Associate Superintendent for Administrative Services for Cecil County Public Schools. Today I would like to share with you findings from our most recent audit from the Office of Legislative Audits. Every 5 years, the Office of Legislative Audits visits Cecil County Public Schools and spends months poring over a variety of documents to review our practices. I would like to provide you with an understanding of those findings. Our audit did not disclose any significant issue of non-compliance with applicable laws, rules, or regulations. However, there were findings with subsequent recommended changes in practices. These changes have already begun to be implemented. While we accept and understand the audit findings, we believe we operated in good faith throughout. Finding number 1. Certain requirements of recognized best practices were not incorporated into Cecil County Public School policies and/or were not consistently used when participating in intergovernmental cooperative purchasing agreements, or what we commonly refer to as piggyback bids, which is using the bid process of other governmental agencies to make purchases. We have changed our policy and regulation to reflect the recommended policies. Finding 2. Cecil County Public Schools did not always prepare written justifications for sole source procurements of education service contracts or obtain the approval of the Board of Education as required. This particular finding was in relation to a long-standing contract we have with the High Road School, which serves students with high levels of need. CCPS requested that High Road support students in our schools as opposed to working at their off-site location. The Office of Legislative Audit believes a separate contract should have been used due to the type of student being served, as well as a new location. Moving forward, CCPS will make certain to create a separate contract for this longtime partner of ours. Findings 3 through 7 and number 10 are all related to our information technology. These areas are redacted from the report as they provided sensitive information that could lead to data exposure risk. These areas focused on improved data security and cybersecurity regarding CCPS practices. We are taking steps to address each of these areas. Please keep in mind that these technology fixes can be very expensive, which make our budget situation even more challenging. Finding number 8. CCPS did not obtain and use actual cost information when negotiating bus contracts. Further, certain elements of bus contractor payments did not reflect market conditions and did not consider available fuel credits. Each year, Cecil County Public Schools negotiates with our bus contractors to establish a table of rates. We research the cost of transportation from other Maryland school districts and from manufacturers. While we respect the work of the legislative audits, this is an area where we believed our due diligence was done. 23 of 24 counties in Maryland have all been cited for transportation issues over the last 8 years. Our rate of return is reasonable, and we work with our local contractors to support their work. We believe it is critical to understand Cecil County Public Schools has the second lowest cost per mile of all 24 school systems. Again, CCPS has the second lowest cost per mile of all 24 local school systems. Finding number 9, CCPS awarded a sole source contract for a school bus company camera system instead of conducting a competitive procurement. Additionally, CCPS allowed the vendor to draft both the contract and the memorandum of understanding between CCPS and the Cecil County Sheriff's Office without being reviewed for legal sufficiency. When the contract was signed, we believed and still believe they were the only vendor providing this service at that time. The contract has no cost to the taxpayer, no cost. The cameras have proven to be extremely useful in maintaining student safety during bus rides. Furthermore, contract language was vetted thoroughly by county government legal counsel in order to support the needed county legislation. Finding number 11. CCPS did not audit or adequately monitor the performance of its third-party administrators that provide health care claims. As we have renewed our health care contracts, we are requiring an audit of the processing of our health care claims with all third-party administrators. In closing, we appreciate the Office of Legislative Audit's findings and are taking the appropriate and necessary steps to remedy each area of concern. Our audit did not disclose any significant issue of noncompliance with applicable laws, rules, or regulations. Again, there were no findings of any significant issue of noncompliance. As laws and regulations change, we will work to adjust our practices and policies to reflect these legislative changes. I would like to thank you all for your time. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. My email address is rbuckley@ccps.org. Thank you.